Hey guys, Daywalker here. I'm just gonna be showing you guys what I've been working on lately. So I've been working a lot with assembly and creating my own language and all that. And I've actually created a base language. So I'm gonna show you right now. Created a compiler which is able to interpret it, and created like very basic functions that process the input. So I'm just going to show you a simple program. This is the working environment, right? I'm going to change this later, the naming and everything, but for now this is the compiler. This is the shadow source. These are like system files, and this is the data. If you know assembly, you know that there's usually a code section and data section. This is the data section, and this is the code section. And I've written a bunch of libraries and all that. I guess I could show you some cool functionality after the video, like the APIs and all that. But I basically, like, I guess I can show you now. I'll put the project in here. Put it in my Notepad++. So then this is your main, and this is your data. Those are the main sections that you deal with when it comes to assembly. So I'm gonna compile this now, and there we go. There's our program. This is actually my language. I haven't developed it much, but how it works is, I could tell you roughly. You can declare a function. So, I might declare a function called add A and B, right? And then I might say, and of course, I'm actually working on an expression processor right now. I've closed the file, but it was just like, a bunch of the things that I've been working on with expressions. So right now, there's actually not much. Like you can't do like something like return A plus B. There's no expressions right now. There's no, like, there's really not many features right now. It's very simple. So in this case, I would have to go to copy A to EAX, the EAX register. If I want to do inline assembly, I use the percentage sign. So I might go mov, but in this case I'm not. So I'll go A to EAX, B to EBX, and EAX, EBX. And now, of course, also, like there's, in assembly comments are usually like this, but in my language comments are actually just like in C or C++, and there's also multi-line comments. This will not be processed. So if we add them both together, we're gonna get, the result is gonna be an EAX, which is the return register. So there's also libraries that I have written, like I might print an integer as well. I wonder why that's not here. Okay, it's not even in the printing. Yeah, I mean, I've written a bunch of stuff, but at this point it's pretty cool. But I'm still gonna I still wanna polish this language a little bit more. I might actually post a compiler available for everybody, public use. The cool thing is, right now the compiler is only 15 kbytes, but there's still currently it still depends on FASM, which is like 300 kbytes. So I have to like deal with that. Anyway, point is, I'm gonna like show you some. This just means it's a global like function or variable. So we're gonna put A is equal to 30 and B is equal to 70. And I have to use this right now. I haven't added any proper interpreter. If I do this, it won't know what it is. My interpreter, my current language interpreter. and then I'm gonna go add a, actually let's make these local. Let's make these local, doesn't need to be global. So if it has this prefix, it means global variable, A and B, and then we'll go with the printing function, print int, and of course it'll be in the EAX register. We also want to add a new line, so I did add a console library just for convenience. So there's printing, pausing, clearing, new line. Everything is Windows specific at this point. So that should be the 100. Let's test it out. Compile that. There we go. There's our result. Yeah, it's pretty basic right now, but actually I've added a few libraries. This is pretty much the end of the video. This is what I've been working on. This is the language that I've been working on. So if that's all you wanted to know, you can pretty much just like be done with the video. But now I'm going to show you some cool things as well, some extra like cool things that I added from my library. So I got a directory thing, right? Where you can search the contents of a directory. I've made functions for that. It's pretty cool. It's really easy too. So I'm gonna write a little program to print out the directory contents. So in the data I might go, okay, dirc. Actually, let's use this because there might be a clash when you use the data. There might be a clash between FASM's keywords, so I think it's better I use the underscore for now. I still have to create a custom namespace. I haven't done that yet for this, but in here there's 100% custom namespace, and the global and local are separate, so this will not be the same as this. Anyway, so directory contents, we'll do that, and then directory contents deep. Yeah. So we're gonna do two types of calls here. Get contents, and let's check it out. Their contents, okay, that looks nice. Get their contents. Of course, if I put 0 or null, it'll it'll use the working directory. So in this case, this is our working directory. This is our program that's executed. This is just a FASM compiling thing. So if I just put that in, it should actually print the contents. It should print all these files right here. Print list. So these are linked lists that I have right now. So it returns a list, and that actually is from this library, linked lists. Yeah, I still have to, like, it's good, but I've got to work on it. Get things working in the future better. Link up, make the language more intuitive and all that, and all the features in it. So we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna test it out. Oh, and there we go. So that's pretty cool. It just printed all the files in here. But here's what's cooler. I can then, okay, so I'm gonna do this. Duplicate that. I have to print this right now. So when I'm using these, I have to use the assembly operator. dirc contents, and then let's get the deep contents now. Yeah, so it's console only right now. I'm still working on, I've been working on a lot of really low level functionality, but I do want to get hopefully some kind of GUI going on with assembly and my own language tied into it. So just so you know, these are just reverse push. If you know assembly, these functions are, you know, the convention is just reverse pushing all the arguments. This is actually the output assembly file, which is a FASM thing. So if, you know, as you can see here, it'll push the last argument, then the second last one, and then it'll call the function, which is, again, you see this? That's custom scoped. Yeah. And then it'll just free the memory. It's pretty basic thing really, but it's really useful. Like, it's great. I'm gonna do that, and then deep search. That's what I want. That looks like that's it. So let's check it out. Let's see if we can get that going on. Ooh, look at that. So directory contents, and then directory contents deep. I do want to add a new line there. Another new line. Duplicate. It'll look better in my opinion. And this is just the interpreter. Don't worry about that. So yeah, guys, that's what I've been working on. I'm going strong with assembly. I love it. I'm just like, wow. I'm really impressed by the speed that I get. Obviously, I'm not optimizing my language right now. It's very crude, but again, when I did the tests, so the program that I was using before, GameMaker 8.0, is like 793 times slower. So even if I optimize nothing, like, I'm getting at least the bare minimum of 100 times speed, 100 times performance. Yeah, it's great. Still gotta put a lot of APIs together, but that's it for this video. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and peace.